Are you looking to supplement your income or gain new relevant experiences? Then you're in luck. With the current state of the economy globally, there is no better time than now to start a side hustle. Whether you're a software developer, web designer, or just a tech-savvy individual, there are numerous opportunities for you to monetize your skills and interests. And who says you can't build a profitable side hustle outside your current technical skill sets? In this episode, we will be sharing with you 5 of the most exciting and lucrative side hustles to start in 2023 as a techie. These side hustles are perfect for anyone who wants to turn their passion into a source of income. Let's get started. You're listening to the TechNet Show, your weekly dose of the latest tech stories, analysis, interviews, and opportunities in the world of tech. If you're a techie or an enthusiast looking to stay up to date, this is the show for you. Be a part of the conversation and stay connected to our tech community on Telegram at TechNet Show. Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of the TechNet Show podcast. It's your tech sis Victoria Imeje, and as always, I am doing this with my co-host Samuel Bassi. How y'all doing? By now, I believe everybody's back to the office, or if you're working remotely, you're back to work fully. No more holidays. How's that going for you so far? Anyways, we hope we are all doing well. If you're in Nigeria, we can already imagine how you're doing. Yes, we got a little situation with the Naira, scarcity of fuel and all of that. But we are doing fine. We're managing. We hope it gets resolved real quickly and everybody gets to move on with their business as usual. Now, let's get back to business. This week, we are talking about 5 skills to build a side hustle as a techie in 2023. Like most people, I believe in multiple streams of income in order to survive the rough part of a tech career. So Samuel, do you believe a techie should have a side hustle?
Why not? This is actually not a question now. Everyone should actually have a side hustle. Like you rightly said, I also believe in multiple streams of income. It's not just, dwelling on just one stream of income. You may tomorrow be laid off. I'm not saying you'll be laid off, but it can happen and, you still need something to fall back on and the rest. So I can actually move on to list the importance of having a side hustle, a side skill. Okay, for instance, we have been in a tech winter season since second quarter of 2022 when a lot of companies, big names, laid off a lot of workers. Even this February, last month, there's a company or something like company of 2 or 3 companies, big names, 3 of the big names in the industry. They laid off a larger percentage of their workforce. So imagine being laid off without any sizable saving and no side hustle. You're prone to start sliding into a state of penury or maybe depression, who knows. So unless maybe you have a sponsor that you can fall back on, but at this point you don't really need a sponsor, so you need to make sure everything's actually in the right position. So for this reason, it's necessary to have a side hustle because it will be a saving grace during the rainy days. Maybe if anything can happen with your job, anything happen with your savings and any of such. So a side hustle can be a hobby, it can be an age-long passion you have always wished to pursue. It can also be a business venture that maybe you might want to scale up in the future, or just anything you believe are capable of working on simultaneously with your normal job. I can go on to list a lot of importance of having a side skill. We all know it, so it's not necessarily going to list it. Okay, while choosing your side hustle, there are factors some people should consider. The first one, I think they should consider the time requirement. Tech jobs actually have different active times. As a developer, as a writer, as a designer and the rest, community manager and the rest. So they have different active zone. Your work may demand you to be active in the morning, your work may demand you to be active in the evening and the rest. So no matter which category you fall under, you must choose a side gig whose time requirements won't clash with your work schedule. When starting a side hustle, you must also learn to master time management. Learn and master time management skill. It actually help you a lot. As much as you can, always try to eliminate redundant activities and focus on doing your best in your job so that it won't actually reflect on your KPI. Another thing you may actually try to consider in terms of the time requirements is set out a calendar to track and streamline your daily tasks. A lot of us actually doing that. I do that myself. myself, and most of my friends do that too. They have a calendar, they have a marker board at home, where they write out the task for the day, and then when it's done, they tick it and the rest. It helps them monitor their activities in a day, and so it helps boost productivity. And secondly, another thing to consider is set out boundaries where necessary to ensure compliance. It's not just about having a calendar to track your activities. Also set up boundaries to to ensure compliance. Do not rub it out to paper, and don't use official time to run a side hustle. Doing so means you're actually writing your own sack letter, because when your company notices that you're actually not active in the work, your KPI is down and the rest, so they may likely lay off anytime soon. Another thing you need to consider too while going for a side gig is competency. Starting a side gig can be so dicey, I must say. Depending on the type of side gig that you are going for, you may need to gain the competency required to pursue that side gig. In such case, you actually face with two choices. Either you take a course on the subject matter, or you employ a competent hand to do the hustle for you. That one is actually quite explainable. I want to go into, take for instance, real estate, or maybe I want to open up a physical business or any of such. Either I'll go to learn about the business by myself, or if I know that I can't do all this by myself, I can actually employ a competent hand, or I can actually still do both. It's a competent hand manning it for me, while I am actually still learning about the software, so that tomorrow I may take over in case maybe the person is not willing to carry on again, or maybe something is wrong with the business. So another factor to consider is financial commitment. The side gig of your choice may demand financial investment to a degree proportionate to its intricacies. The ball is not in your court to go for the side gig that resonates with your financial stance. Most side gigs may not actually be profitable for the first year, and they may simultaneously require operating costs every month. Vic and I, we know this. So it is actually pertinent to have a holistic view of the business plan, to have a full grasp of the financial implication. It's not actually nice seeing businesses go start and fall or fail. So as a techie, and it will cost you a lot. Some people may actually say, okay, I use it to gain experience. It's actually not the right thing to do. So understand the financial commitment of a particular business. If this business will demand maybe 100,000 naira, demand 5 million naira or 10 million naira, understand how much it is, because you may think that this business will be profitable in the next 6 months, and the next 6 months it may not be profitable, and you may be forced to shut it down, or it may actually eat into a larger chunk of your money that you might have used to do something else for yourself. And another issue to consider while going for a side gig will be the issue of profitability. Actually, this issue of profitability is actually closely tied to the concept of financial commitment. As a prudent person, you need to plan ahead, understand the model of the venture, calculate the cash flow, have contingency plans in case things do not go as planned. So it's actually, I explained it when I talked about the financial commitment. So another factor to consider is alignment with your current jobs. Either job or jobs, because I know some people are actually not only in one job. So there are two broad categories of side gigs anyone can pursue, and they are the online ventures and the offline venture. The choice of any of these may be influenced by the alignment with your current jobs. Therefore, while choosing a side gig, look at your calendar, look at your schedule, and now use the factors to streamline your choices.
Yes, that's right. As someone rightly put it, there are two broad categories of side gigs, and these are online and offline ventures. So I'll be adding like the third one, which is hybrid venture. We're already familiar with online ventures. They are basically jobs, businesses, or anything else that can actually be run online, and you do not need to leave the comfort of your room to start this kind of business, and you do not need to actually acquire any physical asset to run the business. So examples of ventures that are under this online category include dropshipping, affiliate marketing, freelancing on Fiverr, Upwork, and other freelance platforms, crypto, forex trading, branding, ICT services, among others. And offline ventures are actually businesses, jobs, and anything else of sorts that can independently exist offline. Now, this covers areas such as agriculture, fashion, warehousing, wholesaling, retailing, real estate, textile, production of FMCG, hospitality services, etc. Now, let's talk about the hybrid ventures. Now, these are jobs that require heavy online and offline activities. They cannot conveniently be operated on one axis, that is offline or online. Now, some examples of these ventures are real estate, as mentioned earlier. earlier, now we're going to look at the 5 skills to build a side hustle as a techie in 2023, having considered some factors that you should look at, take into cognizance before choosing to have a side hustle. Now, there are a lot of skills that you can build a side hustle with, right? But we just handpicked a top 5 that you can leverage, and you can easily start without a big capital. Some of them you can even start with 0 capital. So the first one is real estate, which is very popular. Real estate is actually a booming business in Nigeria. It's a very profitable one. And it's a business you can actually build with 0 capital. If you're staying in a city or a place with proximity to a commercial hub, you can bank on this to venture into the real estate business in Nigeria. You do not need to actually take a 12-month course or any course at all. You just need to have a deep understanding of how the business works in your vicinity and find a means to plug yourself into the industry. Now, to get started with real estate, you have to locate a reliable realtor who is ready to take you on as an apprentice and teach you. The most common way people actually start here is by being an agent, right? We have a lot of agents around. And how this works is that you find a vacant house, connect a tenant to the owner, and you get a commission. Everybody is an agent, especially in Abuja. Right? So this is this is a residential real estate type of business, right? But to inform you, in case you don't know, there are 4 types of real estate businesses in Nigeria. And we have the residential real estate, which has to do with purchase or rent primarily to live in them, or just you purchase a property or you rent out. Okay. And it has to do with properties such as apartments, condos, townhouses, cabins, and etc. The second one is commercial real estate. It has to do with office buildings, restaurants, hotels, grocery stores, shopping complexes, etc. So you actually involved in either renting out or purchasing of these type of properties and then renting out to clients. The third one is industrial real estate. This has to do with properties used primarily for manufacturing, productions, distribution, and storage, such as warehouses, factories. So we have dealers in this category. Then the last one is raw land, right? People are into raw land is property that is undeveloped and has no building, right? So you can venture into selling of land to viable buyers. Now, to become an investor, which is what we advise you to do as a techie, become an investor in real estate. Here are just a few business opportunities in real estate for you to consider. The first one is build to lease. Build to lease is like purchase and rent. So you find a property, like an apartment or any property, you purchase it and then you rent it out. So you are earning from renting that property out. Okay, so that's a way to start your real estate business, purchase and rent. The second one is property development. If you are so big, all right, as a techie, maybe your monthly salary probably is in millions, you're so big, you can actually venture into developing land. And property development cuts across for instance, building of blocks of estates or golf centers, any big projects like that requires you working with a lot of architects, lawyers, and others like that. So that's a business opportunity for you to consider. And the third one is being a real estate agent, like we mentioned earlier, which is the most common one people usually do. Now, to be a real estate agent, you connect.
Everybody's an agent.
Yes, everybody's an agent, including me. If I see a vacant house, I'll market it and then, of course, get a commission for bringing a client. So you can easily start this one. It's really no big deal. You just connect with an investor, bring clients, and then you earn a commission. But you have to ensure that you're working with a registered and reliable real estate company. Then ensure that before getting into real estate, you are aware of the do's and don'ts of the business so that you don't run into trouble that will get you locked up in Kirikiri prison.
Okay, another thing we need to consider, another business that you can consider is trading. Yeah, a lot of people want to hear this one, both crypto and forex trading. This is actually what you can start with as low as $5. You can start trading with $5, and if you want to start this one, you will not really, I won't advise you to maybe just go in blindly. You can actually maybe look for a trader, a reliable trader, and I don't know, some people do that. Maybe he'll be trading for you, sharing the profit and the rest. some people still do that profit of about 8%, 10% every month.
Some people still do that profit of about still do that. 10%. And it's a bit risky too, but it's a good option.
Yeah, it's a good option. It depends. Yeah, Vicky, it actually depends on the trader that you're actually working with. If the trader is actually a good person that can, guarantee you that no matter what happens, you see up to 5 to 8 to 10. Although it's not actually simple. Actually, I don't mean the one that they will lie to you, that will give like 30 or 40%. Any trader that gives exorbitant ROI for the month, not that the guy wants to run with your money, don't do it. Most people do recommend ones that 8% to 10%. Anything more than that, the trader is setting himself up for failure in the future, and the failure will involve your money too. And at the end of it all, everybody will go home frowning their faces. So that's crypto. Or you can actually learn. There are a lot of open source materials online. You can learn trading by yourself. Apart from trading, you can also do. You can also buy and sell NFTs. You can also mint NFTs. You can also, trade NFTs, airdrops and the rest. And mining, of which, okay, there's this Pi that, started like some crazy years ago. And Pi now is we're actually looking at how this thing will be like. So we don't know what, although for the sake of people that mine Pi, I pray for them. I pray that it should actually come out well. But I'm actually optimistic it will come out well. So that's mining, trading, we have airdrops, we have NFT and the rest. So you can actually go into any of such in crypto. You can actually do that as an hobby. It may not even be as that kind of sales also. Just okay, I want to know what crypto is all about. I want to know this next big thing is the new gold. Some people call it the new gold. I want to see how this will be. I want to see just be fascinated with the technology and try to gain that interest first. When you get the interest and take it as an hobby. That way, it will give you, you will be able to cope with the pressure that comes with it. So that is that for crypto, for trading. That's okay. I actually did not mention Forex. For Forex trading too, you can actually learn. There are a lot of Forex trading academy out there, both offline and online. You can learn Forex. You can start up. Maybe for the start, you can copy a trader at the board. But whenever you are going to any of the trading, please manage your risks very well. Manage your risks because any little mistake can wipe up all the profit you have made in a year. One mistake can wipe out your yearly profit. So just be careful out there and take your time.
Like what you hear so far, make sure not to miss any of our episodes by subscribing to us now and joining our community on Telegram at t.me/technoshow. Now, back to the show. Okay, so before we move to the next point, what is the current status of crypto right now? Because we know last year a lot of people cried their hearts out because of so much losses. Okay. So we are advising people to do crypto.
Okay. I'm suggesting, I'm not advising, I'm suggesting. Right now, we have had a little greens this month. The market is actually recovering, but we are still in the bear market, so we are still trading with caution and the rest. So right now, at least Ethereum is at 1,600. It was the last year it got as low as 800 or something out there about, and BTC got as low as about 15,000. Can't remember the exact figure, but it was that low last year. But last month or earlier this month, I think we got to 24,000 for BTC, and ETH got to above 1,600. And I'm not optimistic. We are still in the bear market. We may likely go down again. Just trade with caution.
All right, trade with caution.
Okay. Let's talk about affiliate marketing. Affiliate marketing is actually it's one of the biggest and the easiest way of making money online. I won't say it's the easiest, but it's actually relatively easier than some other ones. Let me just give it the skeletal concept of affiliate marketing. Affiliate marketing is you don't own the product, someone else owns the product. You own it just to get the product, market it, maybe put it on your socials or put it on your website or put it on anything you know that you have the audience, and when someone wants to buy it, someone will buy it from you and then you get the money. The money will actually include your own percentage. You get the product from the owner and now send it to the person, or maybe instruct the owner of the product to send it to the person, and then you get your commission. It's as simple as that. It's actually one of the, let me call it the basic buy and selling that we actually have in the market out there. So you don't own the product. The product is actually actually not yours. So you are just a middleman selling the product and getting your own commission. So that's what affiliate marketing is. There are a lot of platforms that you can actually, if you want to go deep into affiliate marketing is actually a very big topic on its own. So if you actually have interest in it, you can, there are a lot of materials out there that can help you, get started in affiliate marketing. Let me say, for affiliate marketing, like I said, since the product is not yours, so you don't really need any capital to start. To get started in, let me just give you a brief intro of what you need to do to get started in affiliate marketing. First, identify a niche. Okay, what do you want to do? Which area do I want to focus on? Which one is my area of concentration, or where can I really perform well? When you identify it, now go into what we call market research. Get to know what the market is all about, the demand, the supply, the price, and the commission, and where is the goods or maybe the product seasonal, or what, like, just get to know everything they need to know about the market of that product. If you get to that one, after getting that one, you set up an online profile for yourself, maybe a website or a blog or anything. Any online profile that will help you sell the product. Now you can, there are a lot of online platforms that you can actually promote the product. You can promote using content like product review, YouTube videos, blog posts, tutorial, deals and coupon, gift, resource section. You can actually use any of these means to promote the product. The product is actually not yours. You're actually promoting for the owner so that you get your own share at the end of the day. And then decide on an affiliate marketing company to work with. Consider their payment structure. In Nigeria, we have a lot of issues with international payments. Before you choose any company, you need to understand their payment system, their payment platform. Can I receive the money in Naira? Can I receive the money to my account? How can the money get to me and the rest? It's actually so disappointing that, at the end of the day, realize that you cannot get the money. Or maybe at the end of the day, maybe before you can get the money can get to you, it's over 70% off, and you only get a minimal percentage of what you work for. It's actually very discouraging. Please get to understand the payment structure of every platform that you choose, and understand the customer support, because something can come up any moment and you need to contact the company, the affiliate company. They get to know how often do they respond to complaints and the rest. So get that one also, and then look at the review of the company. A simple, for instance, if you want to know how legit the company is, just type the name of the company. For instance, let me use XYZ. Is xyz.com a scam? Something like that online. Googling something like that can actually give you more information about the platform, the trustworthiness of the platform, and the credibility of the platform too. Or you can now just, is it legit or not? Just, is xyz.com legit or not? You see a lot of reviews, you see people talking about it. You are the one that will filter, look at it. You are the one that will, use your own good sense of judgment to, it's not a good company, it's a good company, I can go for it. Understand the competitions, to understand their own market structure, understand everything about the companies that they are going to, the affiliate company they are working with, before you choose one. And then optimize their content and then start. Let me now do a rundown of everything. Identify your niche, do market research, set up an online profile, pick up online platform, pick up the way that you promote your product. You can promote your product using maybe a podcast like this, YouTube videos, a blog post, tutorial, and anything. Pick up a means that you want to use to promote the product. And you can also then decide on the affiliate company to work with, optimize your content before you start. So that is that.
Okay, for those who are wondering what platform they can use, I can suggest Amazon. Amazon is a good place to start. Then you can move on to finding other places where you can start your affiliate marketing venture.
Shopify is actually good too.
Exactly. So moving to the next skill to build a side hustle in 2023 is freelancing. Freelancing is very popular, and there are lots of freelance platforms online that you can actually sign up on to get started. So if you're a designer, customer service expert, a writer, virtual assistant, software developer, whatever is your skill, you can actually sign up on Upwork, Fiverr, and other freelance platforms to render your services, and you get paid. So you're working from home and it's free to sign up, it's free to start. It's another way to earn extra income while you maintain your main job, right? So another skill to actually use and build a side hustle from is tutoring. This is one of the many ways to actually earn passive income in 2023. I have friends who actually do online tutoring. I have a friend who is a data analyst, and he teaches that to some Indian children online, and he gets paid per hour. So online tutoring opportunities exist on various job sites that you can check out. Some pay as much as $50 per hour. So look at sites like Flex Jobs, Indeed, We Work Remotely, and the likes. Just Google them and you may find what fits you. So as a writer, as an English speaking expert, or maybe you speak French, or you are a designer, whatever your skill is, you will definitely find something that fits into that you see jobs that are related to what you can offer. And then you use that as a side hustle. Now there are also offline, of course, offline tutoring opportunities. You can do home lesson for your children or whatever it is. You can actually teach people at home, or if you have a space, a working space, you can organize a teaching class, teaching session, maybe to teach data analysis, teach graphics and the likes. So that's another way to earn aside your main and full-time job. Now this is this list is non-exhaustive, all right? So we just picked like 5 of them. There are other side hustles that techies can consider. We have logistics, we have fast food, we have sport betting business, we have food or delivery business, and there are a host of other offline businesses that you can consider to use as a side hustle, right? So just look, as Samuel earlier stated, consider the factors he mentioned, your time, alignment with your job and all of that, and see what can fit in and what you can handle, and then work with what works and ensure that it is profitable as well, profitable and flexible. So put into consideration all these factors and then you're good to go. Samuel, any addition?
Yeah, you already mentioned logistics and everything. I think agriculture. You mentioned when we were mentioning offline job, offline venture. You mentioned agriculture. Maybe some people may have poultry farm, maybe or any of such. Maybe you may some actually have a farm that they are growing some crops and the rest. Apart from that, hospitality. You can actually open maybe something of such, fashion and the rest. So the list, like you rightly put, the list is inexhaustible. You just check which one works for you and go for it.
Okay, look for what fits you and go for it. So that's like a wrap for this week on this particular topic. Let us know in the comments what side hustle you currently do and which one you are looking to do this year. We would like to know, and tell us some of the ways you're getting it done, if you're making profit and all of that, just to encourage other techies to like get started with a new side hustle, right? We hope you find this particular episode helpful. Don't forget to always leave us feedbacks, and don't forget to follow us on all our social media platforms for informative content which we post every week. Thanks for being a part of this week. We'll catch you next week.
Bye-bye.
Thanks for being a part of today's conversation on The TechNats Show. Do follow us on social media at The TechNats Show. Join our growing tech community on Telegram at TechNats Show so you'll never miss any updates. If you find our content valuable, would love you to drop us comments or likes, or you could share it with your friends too. Catch you next week.